Good morning and welcome to my channel. My name is Christina and I like to colour. Today I'm just doing a commentary flip through of Christine Karron's Little Folk colouring book, which I accidentally found in Big W. Well, my husband accidentally found. Very unusual for him to accidentally find something for me, but yeah, he did. And I'm happy that he did, because I saw it and I grabbed it and I said, yeah, that's mine. It is her usual style, just lots of gorgeous faces and fairy-like faces and pointy ears, and the paper is really good. I like the paper. It always has a nice front cover, which you can take off if you need to, and it's just a blank book. I will start this with a side note saying that I had my first chemo treatment last week, so just under a week, so last Tuesday. So I'm not exactly as quick-witted as usual. I'm a little bit slow. There is such a thing called chemo brain. I didn't believe it, but it is actually real. It's a real thing. Lucky. The paper in these books is always perfect. It's great, and the pictures are one-sided. So you know you've only got a drawing on one side. So if you want to use your pens and that, you can just obviously put a bit of paper there so you don't cover the other page. But it has some really nice pictures in it. It has this is a one you could do for Halloween. Obviously, it has your little, I want to say bandicoot, but I know it's not a bandicoot. I think it's a raccoon. It's a raccoon and a squirrel, and you could do a definite Halloween theme with this one. And the paper is thick. I do like it, and I love that it's grayscale because it takes away some of the thinking for you. And this is another Halloween one with spiderwebs and birdies, and that looks like a, oh no, I thought that was a face. I think I've been cross-eyed. And the frogs. I love frogs. When I was a little girl, I used to have all these little statues of little frogs. I think one person gave me a frog, like little statue, and from then on anyone that came to visit me saw that I had a frog statue, and so I'd get frog statues. I ended up with lots of frog statues, and to be honest, I don't like frog. I do like frogs. I don't want to touch a frog, and I don't want a frog touching me, and I'm not going to kill a frog, but just, you know, you stay over there, I'll stay over here, and we can coexist. But this is a cute little one with the big eyes, and the big eyes on the frog too. You could really make some gorgeous pictures out of all of these. And of course, I love birds, and I love fairies. She's got the pointy ears. Some people don't like the pointy ears. A lot of them you can just ignore. Some of them are hidden. I don't have a problem with it. It's this is a Christmas one. See, her eyes aren't as big, I don't think, as, yeah, see, they're bigger. So the eyes on this one aren't as big, and the eyes on the little elves aren't as big. But this is definitely a Christmas one. You could certainly add a lot of like snow and things like that to this one. Make it Christmassy. And then we have a water one, which I'm still yet to conquer. I'm going to do a water one, and maybe it might be this one. I don't know. But I would add definite sparkle to this. I would add a beautiful, beautiful rainbow coloured one to this, and kind of like a cowboy girl top with a seahorse, sea dragon, seahorse, yeah. And then you do the background watercolory blue and green or aqua, whatever colour you want. I really like this one because it's translucent. That reminds me of cellophane, and you could do it and it would look amazing. And this is also a Christmas one as well, or you could get away with Christmas or just winter. I would colour in the skin and all that first before I coloured in the colour of the clothes and the wings, and definitely do a snowy background so you could get the wings looking translucent as well. This one here is her usual big eyes, little kid, just happy to be there. And my favourite animal of all time, dragons. Yes, they do exist. I do love dragons. This is her typical style with the big eyes and the pointy ears. And I love that the backgrounds aren't overly, I can't think of the word. There's not a great deal. You can make the background be a huge thing, or you can make it just be a simple little thing. And this one here, a cute little elf, or elfling, sheltering from the rain with her little leaf umbrella, her little boots. That could be a nice winter or autumn one, or Christmas, because it rains at Christmas. This one here reminds me of a Disney one. I don't know what Disney cartoon I'm thinking of, but it reminds me of a Disney cartoon. I was never that studious. I studied a lot, but I never looked that good while I was studying. My room was always a mess, and my hair was always a mess, and yeah. This one here with all these bubbles could look really amazing. You could add a whole lot more bubbles if you can figure out how to colour in the bubbles, and it would look nice. Another simple little fairy one. I like this one because this bird here is getting all the love. This bird here is happy or is in love with that bird, and this bird here is just sad that he's getting all the love. I don't know what's going on. But we have the butterflies, the notorious butterflies that always seem to pop up everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Gotta have the butterflies. Another like fairy princess one. You could really go to town on her dress. Just pretty dress. This one here has some really big eyes and lots of mushrooms. Just a word of advice: don't eat mushrooms from an Australian, because we have a notorious mushroom cook here, and she just got served 33 years to life for her mushroom. What was it? A beef Wellington. Yeah, just be careful of the mushrooms you pick, or you purposely find and dehydrate and put in a beef Wellington. Just saying. Little cute lizard. I just really like the whole style of just about everything Christine Karron does. I've only got 3 of her books. I'm not quite sure how many more she has, but I would like them all, to be honest. With her sitting there with her ukulele. Oh, she's got deer legs. That'll be itchy. This one here kind of reminds me of a leprechaun. I don't know why, it's giving me leprechaun vibes. I just don't know why. So I would do this one, like green hat and possibly a light green tinged skin. And I love this one. This reminds me of a hydrangea. I have some hydrangeas out in my backyard, and that's exactly what they look like. Even though they look like roses, the rest here look like hydrangeas. And the basket, you could really do a gorgeous basket. Little fairy cowpoke fairy. And this is the front cover one. Lots of butterflies that I just love hanging around. Just butterflies everywhere. More butterflies. Little dancing fairy. This one here with the chickens. I love that she thinks she's going to keep her chickens safe while she's got a cat sitting on here while he's licking his paw. I think we all know why he's been licking his paw. He's been eating those chickens. She used to have 10. Now she's only got whatever she's got. And this one here, look at this rooster. I don't know if you can see him, but he is angry. They are telling her his secrets. They're telling him what happened last night. And I told him, don't worry, it happens all the time. It happens to everyone. He's angry. Maybe he's angry that they're giving her his children. It could be one or the other. I like this one, Jester one. I don't know what that is. I think that's a weasel or a fox. I'm not sure. I'm not up on all of the types of animals that they have. But I really do. You could do a whole colourful one with that one. And a leaf rider. You could do this one flames, like flame hair. That would look cool. I like this little bug boy. It looks like he's wearing a little tux. And so he's going to like a wedding or something of a praying mantis or something. And this is the kind of baby that you bite your tongue when you say, oh my God, that baby is gorgeous. It's the most gorgeous baby I've ever seen. And meanwhile you're thinking, oh my God, get me away, help me. I mean, it is kind of cute in its own way. Little Maybells. Another underwater one. She doesn't do a great deal of underwater ones, which I'm really happy about because I don't do a great deal of underwater ones. Now this one is definitely leprechaun vibes. Maybe that's why I thought the other one was like leprechaun, because she looks very similar to her. And this one you could do Halloween-like with all the pumpkins, and you could even do her head kind of like a pumpkin if you really wanted to. And this is the look that I give my boys when anything comes out of their mouth, because whatever comes out of their mouth is like, what did you just say? What are you talking about? You know, how they just, I don't know, they're smart, they're loving, but they're not smart. And some things that come out of my boy's mouth, it's just like, what? I'm not this mother. I am this mother. What are you talking about? Yeah, that's not me. And neither is that. Though it would be alright if she did a few more dress-up ones, like pirates and things like that. This would be cool to do, with some nice little lingerie and things. And yeah, I have heard stories about raccoons. I don't know if I'd be playing with them. I think they're kind of like our possums we have over here. I think they're filled with disease and vermin, and they're not very friendly. I got bitten by a possum once in my own kitchen. It crawled to the front window, climbed off a tree, crawled to the window in the kitchen, and I went over to say hello, and it jumped down, bit me on the toe, and jumped back up. I'm lucky I didn't die. A rosebud one. This is another Christmas one. You could do lots of stray hairs on this one, making it look really cold. And I feel her pain. I have had many itchy knitted wool jumpers. I refuse to wear wool now because as soon as I see it, I just think, nah, I'm going to get itchy. I just can't. This one here is a little lackluster. It's not my favourite. I have seen a lot better from her. She must have just, you can't be perfect. You got to have a few ones that you just throw in there. And when I first saw this one, I thought it was a strawberry, probably because of her little outfit. But being a little snail is cute. You could add like a little snail trail. I know this sounds bad, but you could use a lot of different accents and little paints and things like that to add to all of these pictures in this book. I actually really like them all. You could even add your own little feathers to, that's what I'm considering doing for some things, adding a little bit of 3D dimension to the pictures, so making little feathers and just adding them. A violin, a fiddle, whatever. A musical instrument. Lovely rain. I remember feeling like that when I was a kid, when it used to rain here in Queensland. I was so hot, and then the rain came and it was like, oh. Another frog prince, where she's giving him the side eye. He wants to kiss her and she's giving him the side eye. I'll be giving him the side eye too. I like this one. It looks punk rock, kind of like 80s punk rock. And the skirt, I think I used to have a doll that had a skirt like that. This one's a little troll. Trolls get a bad rap. She's not that ugly. A unicorn. You could do pretty things with unicorns. More mushrooms. Another Christmassy one. But yeah, I just thought I would go through that. I apologise, my wit is not up on par as usual. This cost me $18 from Big W. which is pretty good for, you know, it's a good book. It's got a lot of pictures in it, and it's really thick paper, so it's good quality paper. I'm really happy with this book. I'm really happy with all of my Christine Karron books, and I do plan to do some pages in this. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy this. I hope you enjoy my dog barking, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.